Do you know the Bible story of prophet Elijah? Let's learn about him. Elijah was a prophet who lived in Israel many years ago. He was a man of God who strongly believed in one God, Yahweh. Despite facing many challenges and even death threats, Elijah remained steadfast in his faith and never gave up. Throughout his life, Elijah performed many miracles. In 1 Kings 17:17, he raised a widow's son from the dead. Verse 17:17 says, "Son of the woman, the mistress of the house, became ill, and his illness was so severe that there was no breath left in him." Verse 20, "And he cried to the Lord, O Lord my God, have you brought calamity even upon the widow with whom I sojourned by killing a son?" Verse 21, "O Lord my God, let this child's life come into him again." Verse 22, "And the Lord listened to the voice of Elijah, and the life of the child came into him again, and he revived." Elijah challenged the prophets of Baal to a contest on Mount Carmel. They were to call on their gods to send fire down from heaven. While the prophets of Baal failed, God answered Elijah's prayer and sent fire that consumed the sacrifice and the wood. This miracle showed God's power over the gods of other nations. 1 Kings 18:38 says, "Then the fire of the Lord fell and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and the soil, and also licked up the water in the trench." Despite these amazing things, Elijah was a humble servant of God who always put his trust in God's plan. When King Ahab's wife Jezebel threatened to kill Elijah because he had killed her prophets, Elijah ran for his life. He was afraid and discouraged, but he kept obeying God's commands. God told him to keep going until he reached a place called Beersheba. Even when Elijah felt like giving up, he trusted that God would take care of him. And God did provide for him and protected him from harm. Unlike most prophets who died a natural death, Elijah was taken up to heaven in a chariot of fire. This showed that Elijah had a special place in God's plan. It also showed that God was in control of his life and that he didn't need to be afraid. The Bible says that Elijah will come back to earth before the Messiah's first coming. This is an important prophecy for both Jews and Christians because it means that Elijah is an important part of God's plan to save people. What can we learn from Elijah? He never gave up even when things were tough. He trusted in God's plan even when he didn't understand it. He showed great faith in God's power and goodness. Let's remember that God is with us and will help us through all our troubles, as long as we have faith and believe in Him. As we face our challenges, let's remember to stay strong and keep believing in God's promises just like Elijah did. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe for more Bible stories. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed.